Welcome to the JCE Connect. In this session on velocity and mechanisms, let us solve problems on instantaneous center method. Hi, I'm Ratan Patil from Mechanical Engineering Department, JCE, Belgaum. Before solving problems on instantaneous center method, we are required to choose a suitable scale to solve the problems. Let us proceed. Problem number 1. In a pin-jointed 4-bar mechanism as shown in figure, AB equal to 300 mm, BC equal to CD equal to 360 mm and AD equal to 600 mm. The angle BAD is equal to 60 degrees. The crank AB rotates uniformly at 100 rpm. Locate all the instantaneous centers and find the angular velocity of link BC. Now in the present problem, we are given with the sketch and the dimensions are 600, 300 and 360. So let us choose the scale as 1 centimeter equal to 100 mm. So let us draw AD as 6 centimeter here because the scale is 1 centimeter equal to 100 mm. But while writing, we are required to write 600. So with point A as a reference, let us draw an angle of 60 degrees, and with respect to this point A on 60 degrees, we are required to mark 3 centimeter, but we are going to write as 300 mm. From point B, since we don't know the angle, we are required to make an arc of 3.6 centimeter, and similarly from point D, we are required to make an arc of 3.6 centimeter because these lengths are 360 mm and with respect to scale it becomes 3.6 centimeter. So we are going to have an intersection point here as point C. So once we get an intersection point while making the arcs, then join point C and point B. So this will be link BC and mention there as 360 mm, and with respect to point C and point D, we are going to get link 4 and we are going to mention that it as 360 mm. Now in the problem, we are given the speed of the link AB, that is 100 rpm. So if we know the speed of link AB, we can find out the angular velocity of link AB, and that will be 2 pi n by 60. So that is 10.47 radians per second. Now since we know the angular velocity of link AB, we can find out the velocity of point B with respect to link AB. We can also find the velocity of point B with respect to link BC, but we don't know the angular velocity of link BC. So therefore, velocity of point B with respect to link AB is VB equal to angular velocity of link AB into the radius. Radius is this particular distance of link AB. So it turns out to be 3.141 meters per second. In the next step, we are required to determine the number of instantaneous centers. For that, we require the number of links. So the number of links are 4. Link 1, link 2 here, link 3 and link 4. So the number of instantaneous centers using this formula for n equal to 4 turns out to be 6. So once we have listed the number of instantaneous, once we have found out the number of instantaneous centers, we can list the total number of instantaneous centers with respect to the links. Now we are having here with respect to link 1, it is 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. With respect to link 2, it is 2, 3, 2, 4. With respect to link 3, it is 3, 4, and we have not done with respect to link 4 here. Meaning of this is that whatever instantaneous center with link 4 are there, 1, 4, 2, 4 and 3, 4, they are all similar, and we cannot write the same thing as 4, 1, 4, 2 and 4, 3. Both are similar, so there is no need of repeating that. So the total 6 number of instantaneous centers we are required to locate. So let us locate this instantaneous centers. Now we are having here link 1. This is link 1, this is link 2. So instantaneous center of link 1 and link 2, it is here, it is I12. Instantaneous center of link 2 and link 3, it is I23, here it is. Instantaneous center of link 3 and link 4, it is I34. And instantaneous center of link 4 and link 1, it is I14. Now we have located 4 instantaneous centers. Now instantaneous centers I12 and I14 are fixed because link 1 is fixed. Instantaneous centers I23 and I34 are permanent because whatever these instantaneous centers are there, these are going to be permanent on link 3 or link 2 or with respect to link 4 when the movement for link or crank is being given to us. So we are left with respect to 2 instantaneous centers, and these instantaneous centers are I13 and I24. So let us locate these 2 instantaneous centers also. So in order to locate this, first let us draw a circle. And on this circle, let us have all the 4 links. Link 1, link 2, link 3 and link 4. Let us join all these links by dark lines there, that is link 1 2, 2 3, 3 4 and 1 4. So this mentions instantaneous center I12, I23, I34 and I14. So in order to have the fifth instantaneous center, that is I13, let us join point 1 and point 3 by dotted line, that is fifth instantaneous center. So we'll be having this rectangle being divided into two adjacent triangles. These are triangle 1 2 3 and triangle 1 3 and 4. So triangle 1 2 and 3 are having two instantaneous center, I12 here and I23, I12 and I23, and triangle 1 3 and 4 are having two instantaneous center, I34 and I14, I34 and I14. So whatever these instantaneous centers we have got with respect to this particular instantaneous center I13, we are required to locate this, and wherever we are having these instantaneous centers I12, 2, 3 and I34 and I14. So from these instantaneous centers, let us draw the projection lines, and we should draw the projection lines such that whatever these lines are there, these lines should meet at a common point, and when this common point is going to have this an intersection here, and that intersection point will be I13. So this is the fifth instantaneous center, that is I13. So similarly, we are required to have the sixth instantaneous center, that is I24. So in order to have the sixth instantaneous center I24, we are required to join point number 2 and point number 4. So we are having here, so we will be having this rectangle divided into again two triangles, that is 1, 2 and 4 and 2, 3 and 4. So we will be having one side of the triangle as I12 here and I14 for triangle I1, 2 and 4, and similarly for triangle 2, 3 and 4 we are having instantaneous centers I23 and I34. So with respect to one side of the triangle 1, 2 and 4, we are having I12 and I14, that is I12 and I14, and other side we are having I23 and I34, I23 and I34. So from these instantaneous, start projecting the lines here, and similarly from this instantaneous centers also start projecting the lines. So they are going to meet at a common point, and that intersection point will be 6 instantaneous center, that will be I24. So once we have located all the 6 instantaneous centers, let us find out the findings from the statement of the problem. We are required to find out the angular velocity of the link BC, that is this one, link number 3. So in order to find out that, we know the velocity of the link BC, we know the velocity of link B, that is VB. So that is VB equal to omega BC into I13B. Now I13B is nothing but this distance, that is the radius, instantaneous center of rotation, and we can measure this. Once we have completed this sketch, I13B turns out to be 500 mm or 0.5 meter. We can measure all the distances like I13B, I13C, or I24A, I24D, I24B and I24C. So with respect to this, VB equal to omega BC into I13B, and from here we can determine omega BC, and omega BC turns out to be VB divided by I13B. I13B we have measured from the sketch that we have already drawn there, and it turns out to be 0.5 meter. So omega BC is 6.282 radians per second. That is the angular velocity of the link BC. Let us proceed to the next problem. Example number 2. Locate all the instantaneous centers of slider crank mechanism as shown in figure. The lengths of crank OB and connecting rod AB are 100 mm and 400 mm respectively. If the crank rotates clockwise with an angular velocity of 10 radians per second, find first one, velocity of the slider A, second, angular velocity of the connecting rod A. Now in the statement of the problem we are given with the sketch here, and this sketch is slider crank mechanism. So we can choose a suitable scale here. So we can choose a scale as 1 cm equal to 100 mm or 1 cm equal to 50 mm depending upon the dimensions of the mechanisms that we are being given. So let us choose a scale as 1 cm equal to 50 mm since this dimension is too small in order to get it or we can fit onto the page. So from point O with an angle of 45 degrees, draw this as 2 cm because we have taken 1 cm equal to 50 mm and right there as 100 mm. So we'll get point E. Now from point O, draw a horizontal line, and from point B, we are having 400 mm here, so we'll get 8 centimeter, because 1 centimeter equal to 50 means this becomes 8 centimeter. So from point B, draw an arc, and it will cut this horizontal line, and when it is going to cut this horizontal line, that will be point A. So once we have completed the sketch, draw the sketch neatly and clearly and mention all the parts with respect to the dimensions. So we are having this fixed one as link 1, this is crank link 2, connecting rod as link 3, and we are having slider here. This slider is link number 4. So in the problem we are given with angular velocity of OB or crank, that is 10 radians per second. We are given the distance or radius of crank OB, that is 100 mm or 0.1 meter. And since we know the angular velocity of crank, we can find out the velocity of point B. And the velocity of point B is omega OB into OB, or that is radius, which turns out to be 1 meters per second. So once data is being written there, we can find out the number of instantaneous centers. The number of links are 4 here. This is 1 fixed, 2, 3, slider as 4. So the number of instantaneous centers turns out to be 6 with respect to this particular formula. Capital N equal to n minus 1 divided by 2. The total number of instantaneous centers are 6. So once we have listed out or determined the number of instantaneous centers, let us list the instantaneous centers with respect to the link. So with respect to the link 1, it is I12, I13, I14. With respect to link 2, it is I23, I24, and with respect to link 3, it is I34. So with respect to link 4, we have not written anything because these are all similar, that is I14, I24, I34, or also we can write the same thing with respect to 4.1, 4.2 and 3.4, but we should not repeat the same instantaneous centers. So the total number of instantaneous centers are 6 here. So once we have listed all the 6 instantaneous centers, let us locate this. And in order to locate this, we are having the sketch here. We are having link 1 here fixed, link 2. So we are having instantaneous center I12, link 2 and link 3. Therefore instantaneous center is I23 here at this pin joint. Link 3 and link 4. So we are at this particular pin joint, we are having here I34. Now we are having I14. This is fixed link 1 here, fixed link here, fixed 1, slider is 4. So since we are having slider which is going to slide on flat surface or straight surface, whatever the instantaneous center are there, these instantaneous center are going to lie at infinity. This has been written here, I14 at infinity, I14 at infinity. So we are left with 2 instantaneous centers. One is I13, another one is I24. So in order to locate this, let us draw a circle and let us name the links here, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So in order to have instantaneous center I13, I'll join points 1 and 3 by a dotted line which is shown here. For this rectangle will be divided into 2 triangles. One is 1, 2, 3, another triangle is 1, 3 and 4. So triangle 1, 2, 3 are having 2 instantaneous centers, I12 and I23. So we'll be having here I12 and I23, and the other side of the triangle we are having I34 and I14. So we are having here I34, this one here it is, and I14 which is at the infinity. So if I am going to project this line, they are going to meet with respect to this line at a particular point, and where they are going to intersect, I am going to have an instantaneous center, and that instantaneous center is I13. So we have located the 5th instantaneous center. So similarly, let us locate the 6th instantaneous centers, that is I24. So let us join points 2 and 4. So if I join points 2 and 4, we will be again having 2 triangles. One is 1, 4, 4 and 2. Another one is 2, 3 and 4. So with respect to triangle 1, 4 and 2, or 1, 2 and 4, I am having 2 instantaneous centers, I12 and I14. So it is I12 and I14. So I'll draw a line here, and that is going to be intersecting at infinity. So similarly with the other side of the triangle, 2, 3 and 4, I am having instantaneous centers I23 and I34. So we are having here I23 and I34. 3, 4 here. So let us project this, and this is going to intersect here, and when it is going to intersect here, I am going to have the 6 instantaneous center, that is I24. So we have located all the 6 instantaneous centers. So let us find what is being asked in the problem. So we are required to find out the velocity of the slider A and angular velocity of the connecting rod B. So before that, what we are required to do is that let us measure this. So from I13 up to B, let us measure this, whatever the distance is there upon drawing. And next is I13 into A. So whatever these distances are there, these distances are to be measured, and upon measuring, whatever scale we have taken, now in this particular problem we have taken the scale as 2 centimeter equal to 50 mm. So whatever scale we have been taken, so we are required to multiply with respect to that scale, and we are required to find out the dimensions, actual dimensions with respect to mm only. Don't write it in centimeters. So it turns out to be I13A turns out to be 460 mm, or it is 0.46, and I13B turns out to be 560 mm, or it is 0.56 meter. So the velocity of the slider A can be found out with respect to point A. So this can be found out with respect to links, or also it can be found out using this, that VA divided by I13A equal to VB divided by I13B. That is, we are equating two particular velocities at that particular point, that is A and B. So we know I13B, I13A, and we also know the velocity of B, since we have found out at the starting. This one, velocity of point B is 1 meters per second. So it turns out to be VA equal to 0.82 meters per second. Now next we are required to find out the angular velocity of the connecting rod AB. Now angular velocity of the connecting rod is nothing but this one. We are required to find out this one here, angular velocity, wherein we know VB as how much? 1 meters per second. And we can use the same equation here, VA by 13A, VB by 13B, this will be equal to angular velocity of AB. Now we know VB and I13B, so we can equate this here, and upon equating, VB is 1, I13B is 0.56, that we have already measured from the sketch that we have drawn. So angular velocity of connecting rod turns out to be 1.78 meters per second. Hope you have understood the problems. Thank you.